Hello, hello, hello. Today we found ourselves in a real maze, and it seems to be full of dangerous monsters. I feel like there are traps ahead of us, unexpected twists and turns, and of course, running at top speed. I hope I can make it out of here alive. Well, or at least in one piece.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that anymore. Mazes are one thing, but monsters? Why can't we just walk through a nice park without all the horrors? But since we're here, we'll have to survive. I hope I'm not the first one to encounter these creatures.
Oh, I already feel like curling up in a ball and hiding in a corner. But no, we're going to fight this maze. Who knows? Maybe we'll even find a secret exit or something valuable. The main thing is not to panic. Although, if a huge monster runs after us, I'll be the first to run away.
This labyrinth seems to be turned against us. There are traps at every turn. I'm not just running anymore, I'm maneuvering between them. If we hesitate even for a second, someone will definitely get caught. The main thing is to keep cool and not to make any sudden movements.
I've never seen so many traps in one place. Just a step to the left, spikes, a step to the right, hidden failure. I feel like I'm in some kind of super survivalist challenge. I hope we don't run out of luck, because my tail is already starting to shake.
Uh-oh, I'm moving so carefully I'm afraid to even breathe. One wrong step and I'll end up in some mechanical trap. Why can't labyrinths just be long corridors with no deadly surprises? Although, where would all the adrenaline be then?
That's it. I've had enough. This maze is just driving me crazy. How many times can I be careful? If there's a way out somewhere ahead, I'll find it first, even if I have to run through all these traps.
Baba, stop! Running straight through is not a good idea. This maze is full of traps for a reason. If you fall into one of them, how will we rescue you later? Although, knowing you, you're probably already around the corner and can't hear me.
Uh-oh, that's it. Baba's on the move. What if there's a dead end ahead? Or worse, a giant monster? Although, if he finds a way out, we'll just follow him. Either way, let's keep our tails up and prepare for the unexpected.
Guys, were we even sure we were alone in this maze? Because there's someone following us. No, it's not just walking, it's running. And you know what? It's a huge, ugly, multi-legged spider, and it's obviously hungry. I don't know how much time we have, but it seems like right now is the time to panic and max speed.
What? Spider! Why didn't anyone tell me this before? That's it. I don't need any way out. I only need one thing. Run! And if you see a fork where you can turn around and leave him behind, please yell.
You know, I always thought mazes were puzzles, not death challenges. But now that we're being chased by a huge spider, I somehow feel like we're in some kind of horror movie.
Who? Safe zone! We're saved! We're what is that? Is that a giant? Why is every new monster in this maze bigger than the last? I don't even know what's worse, a fast spider or this huge thing that can crush us with one step.
Are you serious? We just escaped from one monster and now there's another one waiting for us. And you know what? This giant is so huge, I'm not even sure if it has any weaknesses. I hope it moves slower than it looks. Otherwise, we're in big trouble.
Great, just great. I thought the spider was the worst thing that could have happened. But no, the game continues to amaze. Okay, panic later, plan now. Giants aren't usually the most agile. Maybe if we stay close to the walls, he won't get us. Either way, get ready to run again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait, we seem to be completely lost. We were running from the spider and the giant so much that we didn't notice where we were going. What if we can't get out? What if there's no way out? I don't know what to think, but we could really be stuck in this maze forever.
Don't say that, Yarnaby. I know it looks like a dead end, but we can't give up. If we stick together, we're sure to find a way out. After all, no matter how hard things get, we're not the type to just give up.
Oh, I'm starting to panic because truth be told, I'm not sure we have a chance of getting out either. We just ran through these horrors, and now we're here like we're trapped. But maybe if we think a little more calmly, we can figure something out. It's just a maze, not a prison.
We can't believe what just happened. CatNap was eaten by this giant before our very eyes. It's incredibly scary. Now we have to find a way out and maybe save him somehow, but how? We don't have time to think of plans. We have to act fast.
This is terrible. We have to stick together, look for traces of CatNap. Maybe he's still alive, or at least around here somewhere. But if that giant catches us, it'll be too late. We can't waste another minute. We have to move forward, like our lives depend on it.
Well, here I am, in this giant stomach. But don't worry, Yarnaby Baba. I'll find you. I won't let myself be eaten so easily. I've memorized where you've been. It's time to get out of here and find you so we can be together again. Maybe I can use something from inside to break free and then find you and help you.
There it is, the button. We found it. It looks like the mechanism we saw before. But wait, if it's the same mechanism or something, it won't help us. I think if we push it, it'll just open up more walls and confuse us even more.
I can't believe we're in this situation again. We've tested this type of button before and they don't lead to an exit, just new walls. But what if this is another chance? Maybe we need to press it and move faster to find something new before the giant catches up with us.
To be honest, I don't know if I believe in those buttons anymore. We've pressed them so many times and never once found something useful. But maybe this time will be different. I don't know what else to do. We need something to get out of here, or at least get some kind of real chance.
Baba, no. He couldn't have fallen behind so fast. We didn't have time to help. This is all too much, too fast. How are we going to move without him now? If he's given up, what do we do? I can't just stop, but how do we move on without our friends?
No, Baba couldn't give up. We can't afford to give in to fear. If he can't go on, we must do it for him. We must find a way out, for the sake of all of us. If we don't move, we too will be eaten. We can't just give up.
Look at this, Baba. This is simply unbearable. We are standing still and there seems to be no end to this maze. It's as if the whole system of the game is keeping us trapped. What if it's just an illusion? How do we even get out of here?
Well, friends, it's time to pause. The maze is holding us up, but we're not going to give up. We'll keep looking for a way out, so don't worry. We'll be back soon.
Yes, thank you for being with us. We'll get through this maze. It just takes time to figure out how to move forward. Everything will be there. Don't worry.
Goodbye, viewers. We'll definitely be back to show you how to get out of this trap. Expect new adventures and don't miss the next challenge.
Hey everyone, today we have a special challenge, running from giant flying heads. It's like a nightmare, but with checkpoints. I hope my legs are ready for a marathon because jumping sideways isn't going to work here.
Yeah, and the best part is, no one knows how smart these heads are. Do they just run or can they predict our movements? What if they learn to think, or worse, talk? Imagine they'll yell, "I'll eat you," and burst into laughter.
Yarnaby, are you even sure you have a strategy? Or is the plan to just run and hope your head gets tired before you do?
A strategy? Of course. It's called step on the gas and don't look back. The only rule is not to slow down, or the tadpoles will catch up and give me a personalized tea party. Without tea, but with my defeat.
Ha! What if you imagine it's a sports coach who just wants to motivate you? He's not racing, he's just testing your endurance. Come on, Yarnaby, run faster. Think cardio, not fear.
What if the heads really just lost their bodies and want to find them? Maybe they're chasing you because they think you're their missing body.
Well, then we have a great drama here. Imagine, a lone head looking for its body, but everyone is running from it. Wait, what if she has a body somewhere at the end of the map? Maybe we should just help her.
Phew, the first level is done. These heads aren't kidding. I've already thought a couple times that this is the end. They lag behind and then speed up, as if they can sense when I'm starting to relax. If it gets any harder, I'm going to have to go into superhuman mode or I won't survive.
Congratulations, Yarnaby, but you do realize this is just the beginning, right?
A maze made of wood? It's not just a run anymore, it's a survival quest. The scariest part is that there could be this giant head around every corner, and I won't even be able to figure out where it is beforehand. I need to find a way out quickly before I get trapped in a dead end.
Now that's a twist. Now it's not enough to just run. You have to be able to think fast. The main thing is not to go into too narrow corridors, or if your head blocks the exit, there will be no chance. I hope you have a good memory, because memorizing this maze won't be easy.
I wouldn't move too fast at all. Imagine, you're running, you turn a corner, and there it is. Bang! Your head! Wouldn't it be better to peek carefully before turning? But no, if it's near, waiting isn't an option either. Anyway, good luck, Yarnaby. It's not just speed you need, it's strategy too.
Oh, what if the heads here aren't just racing, but can also change routes? Imagine, you think you're going to a safe place, and they've already blocked all the exits. I think this maze is a trap, and it's going to be a lot harder to get out than it looks.
If I were you, I'd try memorizing which turns you've already gone through, or like leaving some marks. It's a pity that there's no possibility to draw on the walls. Although, if you run just at random, there's still a chance to get out. The main thing is not to slow down.
Wow, now there's a sand level and spinning platforms with heads. It's already like a ride, but a one-way ticket. Not only do you have to jump, but you have to time it so you don't fly down. If the heads move, it's the hardest part.
That's it. Now the game turns into a real acrobatics. You not only have to jump over the heads, but also to make sure that the platform at that moment did not slip out from under your feet. The main thing is not to panic, Yarnaby. It's all about precision and cold calculation.
What scares me the most is that the heads are standing there like they're waiting for you to make a mistake. They're there for a reason, right? Maybe they have some kind of strategy, or maybe they can jump at all. Oh, best not to check. Just move on.
If I were you, I'd imagine it's a show where the main character is you. You know, like in some difficult parkour competition, where only one contestant reaches the end. Imagine there's a crowd watching you, and you have to surprise everyone with your skills.
I hope there's at least a small section after this hellish zone where we can take a break. What if there's something even harder ahead? Like heads that shoot? No, let's not make up nightmares. Deal with those platforms first.
Yay, you made it. It was very legendary how well you jump over things.
Seriously, that head is gigantic. For some reason, it reminds me of the moon from an old game, you know, the kind that gradually approaches, and the further you play, the scarier it gets. Except here, it's right next to you, and you have to run away right now.
I think she looks like a giant snowman without a body. Well, or a balloon that someone painted and launched into the sky. Except it would be a lot more fun if it just flew up instead of chasing us.
I'm thinking, imagine if the heads weren't scary, but cute. Like, with eyes that wink and a kind smile. But no, then they'd be even scarier because they'd look suspicious. Anyway, let's leave it at that.
She reminds me of a giant bowling ball, only without the stripes and with a face. Imagine if someone launched such a thing into a bowling alley. It would be the most dangerous strike in history. Although, if heads could roll, it would be even harder.
I'd say she looks like a statue that suddenly came to life. Imagine if such heads were standing in a museum and then suddenly started moving. Phew, good thing that doesn't happen in real life. Although, maybe it does somewhere.
She reminds me of someone I know. I just can't remember who. Maybe it's just an illusion, but I have a feeling I've seen her somewhere. What if that head is us in the future? Oh no, let's not think about that. Let's just keep running.
Well, here we go. Another level is behind us. This game seems to have been made for me. No heads, mazes, or platforms can stop me. Maybe I should try going through this with my eyes closed. Although, okay, better not push my luck.
Yarnaby, do you even realize you're going through everything like this game is your own personal amusement park? The rest of us are panicking and running around terrified, and you're just flying forward like it's a normal walkthrough. Did they give you secret parkour skills at the start?
No, that's not fair. We're talking about tactics, about avoiding danger, and Yarnaby just runs through everything like it's a morning jog in the park. Maybe he's got a special talent. Or does he just read the minds of these heads and know where they're going to go?
I'm beginning to suspect we're not watching gameplay, but a superhero movie. If Yarnaby had his own comic book, it would be called Parkour Masterverses. giant heads. Imagine how cool that would look.
Or maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe the heads are just afraid of you, Yarnaby. They see you're too cool and they're staying out of the way on purpose. Or what if you yourself are the main threat to them and they're trying to escape, but they're just too slow?
I can already imagine all the other players in this game watching you and thinking, who is this legendary Yarnaby, and how does he get through everything so easily? If this keeps up, they'll start calling you the king of parkour, and you'll have to give master classes.
Phew, I think I'm finally feeling tired. Running non-stop is certainly fun, but even a legendary parkour master has limits. I guess this is the end of it, but I'll be back even faster and stronger next time.
Yeah, Yarnaby, you put on quite a show today. We were watching with bated breath and you just blew that game away. I think it's definitely time for you to rest after that. So come on, get your strength back, and I'll see you in the next challenge.
Okay. Wait. What? I can't jump. How am I even supposed to go through parkour without jumping? That's ridiculous. Okay, I'll try to get through this.
Wow, that sounds like quite a challenge. Going through an obi without jumping is no joke. I wonder what tricks you'll have to use to get to the end.
That's it, Yarnaby. You're going to have to think differently now. You won't be able to just jump over the difficult spots here, so be prepared to look for workarounds.
Ha! What a twist. I can't even imagine how to get through the obi without jumping. I hope there are some tricks here, otherwise it's just impossible.
Wow, it looks like you're in for a real challenge. I think everything here is built so that you'll be looking for other ways to get around. Let's see how creative you are.
Well, now every staircase will seem like an escape. What if you find yourself facing a platform with no way up? Oh, I hope you have a plan.
That's it! The guessing game! This is the worst challenge ever. One wrong step and I fall down, and getting back up without jumping would be a nightmare. Is there some hidden way to determine the right path?
Ah, that's it. There's either good memory or blind luck. But if you can't jump around here, then every mistake will cost you tons of time.
Wow, that's a real test of attention. You know, sometimes you can figure out the right path if you look at the right angle. Some platforms can be a little lighter or a little darker.
That's it! The real nightmare begins! The trials have gotten even harder and I still can't jump. How I miss that simple movement. Jumping would have saved me from these traps, would have allowed me to jump over the abyss, to escape from danger. But no, I'll have to get out of here without it. It's so hard.
Well, Yarnaby, now you'll really feel what it means to be chained to the ground. Jumping is freedom, and without it, any obstacle becomes a real challenge. Come on, I believe you can do it, but it's definitely not going to be easy.
Now your reflexes will definitely be tested. You're used to just pressing a button and jumping all over the place, but now you're going to have to think. The question is whether you'll be able to adapt or get stuck on these difficult levels.
I can't even imagine what it's like to not be able to jump in such a complex game. It's like being banned from playing the piano with one hand. It makes everything twice as hard, but maybe that's the point of the challenge?
Every move now decides everything. One wrong move and you either fall or get stuck. I think now you realize how important jumping is in this game. I wonder if you'll be able to complete the entire map without them.
Well, let's see how good you are in this mode. Without jumps, you're like a cat without claws. You can't climb, you can't avoid danger. But if you can do it, then you're really a master of traversal.
Okay, since I can't jump, what else would be just as important? For example, if they took away the ability to move left or right, I'd just be stuck. Or if I couldn't go forward, then there would be no point in the challenge at all. I wonder what else would be impossible to pass without.
Imagine if they took away the ability to stop. You'd just run forward, unable to turn or slow down. It would be horrible. Then every step becomes a trap, and every obstacle becomes the end of the game.
What if you couldn't turn the camera? You're running blind, not knowing what's ahead, not being able to look around. It would be a test purely of intuition, though it would probably just turn into a game of luck.
What if the platforms became invisible as soon as you stepped on them? You're walking forward, and then one thing happens and there's nothing behind you, no turning back. It would be a test of memory and speed, but it would be almost impossible to pass.
Oh, what if you couldn't stop and the platform disappeared a second after you stepped on it? Then you'd have to go through everything at perfect speed, otherwise it'd just be fall after fall.
Okay, what if the developers had made it so that the buttons were constantly changing places? For example, you press forward and you go backwards. You press right and you fall down. It wouldn't be a challenge. It would be pure madness.
No, who thought of that? I was just about to concentrate and then this face. It's like it's mocking me. I can't stop looking, but if I laugh, I'll definitely fail. Okay, I've got to pull myself together, at least try.
Ah ha ha ha. This is a real challenge. Usually you have to jump over chasms or avoid traps. But here your enemy is your own laughter. I think that face has already defeated half the players before the level even starts.
My ideal parkour? It's huge platforms that you can run fast on and no narrow paths where you have to balance. Also, if you could do super forward leaps to jump half of the trials, that would be perfect.
And I would do parkour on a trampoline. Just imagine. Everything is covered in soft platforms. You jump up like you're on the moon, and instead of traps, it's just pillows. Even if you fall, you just bounce back up.
I want parkour, where everything depends not on dexterity, but on intelligence. For example, riddles before each jump. Answered correctly. The bridge appeared, wrong, failed. So at least it would be interesting to think, not just run.
And I want parkour, where you can pass everything with music. Imagine, platforms appear in the rhythm of the melody, and if you step correctly, you hear cool music. If you get it wrong, the note sounds fake, and everyone knows you screwed up.
My perfect parkour? Pink, shiny, and, of course, scary. Imagine cute platforms, but if you stumble, they turn into creepy creatures and start chasing you. Adrenaline guaranteed.
And I would make the laziest parkour. You press a button, and the character himself goes through everything. You lie down, drink tea, and just enjoy how everything is done for you. That's what I understand the perfect game.
Okay, imagine this. We wake up and no one else can jump. That's it, it's over. What do? How do we get to the top shelves now? How do we play basketball? And worst of all, how do we cross puddles? It's gonna be chaos.
Well, the store's gonna have super strength ladders. Small, pocket-sized ones to carry around with you. And someone will definitely create mechanical shoes with springs. Although, then it'd be like jumping, so it'd be cheating.
I wonder what the Olympics will look like. Instead of long jumps, will there be long strides? And in soccer, will the ball roll around on the ground because no one can make an overhead pass? Oh, poor athletes.
But the scariest part is how to get on the bed now, especially if it's high. People will start coming up with special slides and ladders, and some people will just resign themselves to sleeping on the floor.
Oh no! What about the kitties? They won't be able to jump either. They'll have to climb rope ladders. That would be so cute and sad at the same time.
I'm fine with it. I mean, it means no one will have to make me rush somewhere anymore. Can't hop on the bus? Fine. I'll just sit around and wait for flying chairs to be invented.
I saw a game where you play as bread. Yes, just a piece of bread that has to crawl to the toaster to become toast. It's not just weird. It's a philosophy of life. Imagine being a piece of bread with the sole destiny of becoming delicious.
And I stumbled upon the stone simulator. You just lie down. That's it. You lie there, you don't do anything, you just enjoy being a rock. It's certainly cool for those who are tired, but playing it is a real challenge.
I once downloaded a game where you control one character's eyebrows alone. No arms, no legs. You can't even blink your eye, only move your eyebrows. I never realized what the point was, but I think you could fight with your eyebrows there.
I found a game where you have to take a cow on a date. You pick out her clothes, her hair, even her perfume. And then the other cows decide if they like her. I still don't know why that exists.
The weirdest game I've ever seen is a cleaning simulator. But not a regular one, but a magical one. You fly around on a broomstick and suck trash into a portal. Although, now I think it might even be useful.
All your games are too active. I found a game where you just watch the grass grow. Seriously. You sit and wait for new blades of grass to appear on the screen. I played it for 3 hours, and for some reason I loved it.
The finish line is near. I can feel the wind of freedom rushing towards me. Just a little bit left and I will prove that even without jumping, you can be a champion. Come on, legs, don't let me down.
Come on, Yarnaby. You're almost there. If I had a flag, I'd be waving it like a fan by now. Although, maybe I should get a spoon and a pot and bang away, creating an epic finals atmosphere.
I wonder if an invisible wall appears just before the finish line? Oh, or a giant maze that no one expected? Ouch, okay, I won't jinx it. Run, Yarnaby, run.
I can already picture you flying across the finish line in slow-mo and the screen saying, "You're a legend." Okay, maybe it'll just say congratulations. But we know you're the best.
Wow, that's what this mode is all about. I can zoom in and out. Can you imagine the possibilities? You can become tiny to get into tight places, or huge to jump over chasms, but it doesn't seem to be as easy as it sounds.
Yeah, just don't overdo it. Suddenly you'll be so small that you won't be seen at all, or so huge that you'll get stuck between walls. You have to calculate your size accurately, or you'll lose before you can do anything.
Well, maybe if you get really big, you could just crush all the obstacles? I mean, that would be awesome. But it doesn't seem to work that way here. See that wall up ahead? It's so low that in normal size you can just climb over it. But if you get too big, you can't get through.
Then what do? You have to shrink down to get through, but then immediately enlarge yourself back up. Otherwise, you just can't jump to the next platform. It's not just an obby, it's a puzzle.
What if someone accidentally gets too small and falls through a gap? We won't be able to find him then. Baba, don't shrink to the atomic level or we'll look for you with a microscope later.
Haha, come on! I'm small enough. I'm allowed. All right, I'll go first. Let's see how it works. If I disappear, know that I've calculated everything. I just went to another dimension.
Ooh, now that's what I call a size monster. Look how big my paws are. I feel like some kind of titan. I can just step over all the obstacles. It's the best feeling in the world.
Don't get carried away, Giant. You do remember that sometimes you have to get small, right?
Now that's something I don't like anymore. When I'm small, I have to run so fast and the distances are so huge. It's annoying. At my normal size, I'd get there in a second, but now it feels like I'm an ant dragging a lump of sugar on top of me.
It's more fun this way. You can slip into tiny crevices, sneak in where no one else can. It's like being a ninja small but dangerous.
I'm not a ninja. That's not cool at all. You run, and it feels like you're not moving. If it was possible to stay big forever, I would.
But if you always stay big, how will you get through the tight spots? Imagine you're so gigantic and you're stuck between two walls.
I'm thinking if I was big enough to jump across the entire map, it would definitely be a game changer. Can you imagine? I'd just jump and there I'd be at the other end. Sounds incredible, doesn't it?
Wow! If you really became such a giant, all those little details and obstacles in the game wouldn't matter to you anymore. You just jump over them. But wouldn't you forget about the traps? You have to be careful.
Oh, that would be cool. You just watch everyone trying to get through the map, and you jump from one end to the other. It's like the old cartoons where the heroes always solve their problems with one mighty jump.
Imagine you're so huge you can just step through anything in your path. It seems like all the players would immediately become your fans. But the only thing is, jumping that high isn't always so safe.
I think if you were that gigantic, it would not only affect your game, but all of us. We'd either be ecstatic or really, really scared, depending on how you landed.
Sounds fun, but what if you just jump over and end up stuck in some corner of the map? Or even worse, get trapped, because it's so easy to lose control.
I'm noticing that the trials are getting more and more dangerous. These traps are starting to await me at every turn. I have to be careful, or I can kiss my progress goodbye.
Oh, don't tell me. It seems the further you go, the harder it gets. More and more obstacles to catch you. You know you always have to be on your guard or it'll be too late.
There! You've noticed that, haven't you? Things are getting more serious. But you can handle it, right? Just remember to check everything before every move. That way you'll be safe.
Ah, yes. I see the trials are getting more dangerous. Traps like this can definitely throw you off the path. I hope you stay away from them, or else your chances will decrease.
Ouch. I don't like how things are getting more difficult. These trials are a real threat. I'd tread carefully around every trap if I were you, or I don't want to see you in trouble.
Hey, It's looking more and more like you're on the edge. These trials are getting more and more dangerous, and every wrong move could cost you all your progress. Pay attention.
What's that up ahead? Cows, pigs, and mud. Is this a new strategy for the trials? Why aren't they even trying to run away? It's very strange, but I don't think it's going to last.
This is not what I expected at all. Cows and pigs in these trials. Maybe there'll be some farm traps next? Or are they just trying to confuse us? Let's be careful.
Cows and pigs? Is this some kind of new difficulty level? Maybe someone decided to add some rural flavor to confuse us? Or is this something even weirder? I wonder what's going to happen next.
What kind of weird challenges are these? A rural atmosphere with cows and pigs is something new. Maybe they're preparing something even more surreal for us, but I can't figure out what yet.
Pigs and cows? That's an interesting choice. There's probably something even weirder coming next. Or is this just a way to make us confused? I think we'd better get ready for something unexpected.
Something I doubt these cows and pigs are the only challenges ahead. What if there's some other trap lurking behind them? Let's not forget the mud. Perhaps this is just the beginning of something even more dangerous.
I think it's better to be average size. Not too big so you don't get stuck in corners, and not too small so you don't lose speed. That's how you can keep your balance and get through the map without any problems.
And I think bigger is always better. Bigger size gives you an advantage in that you can get over obstacles faster. It takes more determination.
I think it's better to be small. You can slip safely through all those narrow passages, and it's easier to avoid all sorts of traps. Small means maneuverable.
It all depends on the situation. If you're too big, you'll have a hard time getting around some of the smaller parts of the map. And if you're too small, it's harder to keep your speed up. You need something in between to be flexible.
I would go for the middle ground. Not too big and not too small. It's important to find the size that gives you the best control without being too uncomfortable.
I've always said that size doesn't matter if you can handle challenges. But if you have to choose, I think bigger is safer, as long as you don't fall into any cliffs.
If you're very small, you can quietly skip past all the obstacles, avoid traps, and just be more agile. It's like a superpower to move quickly and stealthily.
I agree. Being small gives a huge advantage, especially when you need to get into tight places. Less chance of getting trapped, and the speed is much faster.
Yeah, and plus, you can hide from enemies and traps. Even if they spot you, you can still quickly hide in some crevice. Small means agile.
I couldn't agree more. When you're tiny, all those huge obstacles don't seem so scary. You can easily dodge and jump over small obstacles. Pure freedom.
If you're small, you can easily run away from big dangers. Take cover, crawl over all those big objects. And at some point, it can even play into your hands.
I finally made it to the end. It was faster than I thought it would be. Just like I wanted, it worked out just like I wanted it to.
Wow, this place already looks creepy. Baba, are you ready to be the star of the kitchen and pass all the tests?
I don't know about star, but if it comes to cooking...
Hey, what kind of locked trap is that? Who starts a game in a locked room anyway?
Yeah, if this keeps up, I'm going to be the furniture in this kitchen. Maybe there's a hidden door?
Easy, Baba. There's usually something hidden in places like this. Look for a button, a lever, or at least a pot with a secret.
Okay, the door's open. The main thing is to keep it quiet. That Mr. Meeks looks like he's making trouble as well as soup.
Is to keep it quiet. That Mr. Meeks looks like he's making trouble as well as soup.
Ninja? You look more like a penguin, Baba. But it's not a bad plan. I'm in favor of a quiet escape.
Oh no, someone set a trap. Let's run, he's coming for us.
It's not me. Although, I may have accidentally caught it with my elbow. But it doesn't matter. Run!
Well done, Baba. Now that culinary maniac's gonna fry us. Hurry up and get to your feet.
Stay together. I see a corridor up ahead. Maybe there's a hiding place.
If we get out of here, I won't touch another frying pan. I promise.
CatNap. No. Are you okay in there? That hole was huge. I was beginning to think we'd lost you forever.
I'm fine. I just got a little banged up and I think I got a little fried. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was so easy to fall in there. I was actually looking for cookies. The smell was so tempting.
Cookies? Really, CatNap? We're running from Mr. Meeks here, and you decided to have a snack? That's one life down the drain.
Okay, the important thing is that you're okay. But can we please not have any more of these gastronomic adventures? We still have to get out of here.
I got it, that's it. Eyes only under your feet and no food. Though if it smells like pie, warn me in advance.
Okay, the platform is almost ready. Just wish it could hold us all. To be honest, I'm not sure this structure can lift even one CatNap.
Hey, what's your point? I'm just fluffy, not heavy. Although, maybe these cookies gave me a couple extra grams.
Great, just what we needed. Cobwebs everywhere. I feel like a fly that's already gotten into the dining hall. I wonder if there are any spiders in here.
Ew, it's sticky. Why do all scary places have to be so unpleasant? Maybe one of you knows how to get out of this sticky chaos.
Okay, we need to solve the puzzle before Mr. Meeks gets here. We're running out of time, but if we work together, it'll all work out. I think we need to find the right sequence.
I see some buttons on the wall. Maybe we need to press them in a certain order. We have to think fast. Mr. Meeks is probably on our heels by now.
Let's not panic. This isn't the first time we've solved a problem. The main thing is not to let the buttons activate in the wrong order. Otherwise, we'll be sent back into this darkness.
He's definitely up to something. Look at the way he's watching. It's not just watching, he's watching our every move. We need to be faster than him.
Yes, that look is downright alarming. But we can handle him. It's not the first time we've been in this situation. Let's concentrate. The key is to be as precise as possible.
Almost at the top. I can feel the fresh air. We need to climb faster. The light is at arm's length. Streets, freedom, we're on the right track.
Up, up. We're almost there. But don't relax. It could be a trap. The main thing is to keep moving and keep coordinated.
We're outside. Look, everything is in snow. It's cold, but we're out. Now we need to act fast so we don't freeze. We have a chance. Let's not delay.
Snow. Well, at least the air is fresh. But it's so cold. If we don't find shelter, we'll freeze to death. I don't want to fall into another trap.
Snow, wind. It's definitely not what I expected, but still, freedom. We've got to find something to keep warm or we won't make it.
Baba, don't go near the fence.
And what's wrong with this fence? It's just an ordinary fence.
What the? That Mr. Meeks is after us again. It hurts. What's that liquid? I can't breathe properly. What is this place? We're in some kind of pink world. There are clouds and traps. It's not like we can just run away.
Be careful, don't trust those clouds. It looks like they're not just decorations, but part of traps. Let's move quickly and carefully.
I know it looks tempting, but anything that seems safe here can actually be dangerous. We have to keep it under control and not get caught.
Oh no, what is it? The rocks are hanging in the air and the fan is turning on to blow us away. We need to jump at the right moment so we don't get trapped.
We need calculation and speed here. We have to jump fast or the fan will blow us away. The main thing is not to lose balance and to act in a coordinated manner.
CatNap, no, you have fallen. Now we have only one life. We have to be very careful or it's all over.
It's bad, but we're still not giving up. One life is a chance. We'll get through this stage, I'm sure of it.
Don't worry, I'll still help you. The main thing is not to make mistakes. It's up to you two now.
Okay, we need to be very careful. When the fan turns off, we need to jump at that very moment. We have to move quickly but carefully, otherwise we won't make it in time.
I'm ready. Come on, just don't get lost. We can do it. The main thing is not to be afraid and act synchronized. When the moment is right, I'll jump first, and you follow me. The main thing is not to make a mistake, or we'll have to start all over again.
I fell. Everything we did went down. Okay, no time for regrets. We've started again, and we've got a chance to get through this right. Let's not waste any time, guys.
Don't worry, Yarnaby. These things happen. We'll try again and be more careful. The main thing is not to panic and watch the fan so you don't get hit by it.
Haha. I knew falling was part of the adventure. That's okay, we'll be smarter now. The main thing is don't take a step back and everything will be okay. Oh, and also, if we don't fall into the trap, I'll treat you to something delicious afterward.
Now we know where the trap is and how to get around it. The main thing is to take your time. Every step must be careful not to hit the fan. We can do it. Let's concentrate.
Now I see how everything works. Let's go through quietly like real spies. The main thing is to stay in rhythm and take your time. Come on, Yarnaby. You lead and I'll follow.
Now I'm going to be the master of silent travel. I'll be like a shadow, not a sound. Get ready, boys. We'll do it without a single mistake.
This house, it looks strange. Dark windows, some strange details everywhere. What if there are even more traps inside than we expected?
I sense that Mr. Meeks likes to decorate his rooms with all sorts of oddities. There is clearly something hidden in here. We must be careful and look around carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a trap in every room.
There's definitely something wrong here. I can even hear some weird noises coming from inside, like someone or something is watching us. All right, guys, don't relax. Better keep your eyes open. Wouldn't want to get caught in his net.
Okay, the main thing is not to drop the platform. If we do it right, we have a chance to get through this place without any problems. No rash moves.
You're right, Yarnaby. We have to be extremely careful. If this platform falls, we'll have to start over again.
Oh no, it was me who accidentally dropped the platform. I should have been more careful. We were so close.
Don't worry, CatNap. Mistakes happen. The main thing is to stay on top of it. We'll get through this and do it right.
Yeah, it's okay. We can do it all again, but this time we'll be more careful. The main thing is to take our time and be careful.
Okay, let's set it very carefully. We can't afford to make a mistake again, so we need to be extremely careful.
We need to move the platform sideways a bit to get it to stand up accurately. I'll make sure it doesn't fall over.
That's it, ready? I'm sure it's holding. Now gently, one step at a time.
What does Mr. Mix look like? Well, come to think of it, he looks like a mixture of some kind of machine and a weird scientist.
What? We lost again. Why is it so hard to just get through this world?
There we go and failed again.
Wow, I think I'm in the hottest game ever. The floor is going to turn into lava and I need to figure out how to survive here. It's definitely not going to be easy.
The key is not to panic. Jump high and watch your paws don't get burned. I'd even make up a tune about it, but I don't have time.
I told you adventures could be dangerous, but we love a challenge, don't we? I have faith in you, Yarnaby.
Well, not stepping in lava sounds like a great start to the day. Jump in, friend, and show those platforms who's boss.
Shoo, I think I got out of that hot trap. I'm sitting at the very top of the tree now, like it's my own personal island of salvation. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna last up here, though.
Hey, aren't you getting too hot up there? If I had claws like that, I'd claw right into the bark and not move.
Yarnaby, you're like the king of the jungle in that tree. Just be careful. Lava has never been canceled.
It's a great tree to watch, but be prepared for it to catch fire, and I'd compose a symphony about you taking shelter in the crown.
Look, it looks like I won the first round. Oh no, it's not just a maze, it's a tricky trap. The trees are beckoning you to jump on them, but there's no time to lose. The lava doesn't wait.
Ha! It's too obvious. Did you really think those trees were a safe zone? Typical distraction trick.
Wow, that was clever. If it wasn't for your intuition, Yarnaby, you'd be jumping nowhere by now.
Wow, I'm stuck. There's almost no time and the lava is already getting too close. I think this is the end.
Don't panic. Even if things look bad, there's always a chance to get out of it. Or at least burn beautifully.
To be honest, I'd be screaming and jumping all over the place by now.
I think this icy mountain wants to freeze me before I even climb it. The ladders are slippery and unreliable. One wrong step and I'll fly straight down into the lava.
What an adventure. I love extreme routes. The main thing is to hold on tight and don't think about how you might fall.
Just be careful out there. Ladders on ice are a bit much even for our crazy challenges. Maybe there's a workaround?
Wow, a building made of wood on the very top of the ice mountain. I think that's the last stage. If I get there, I'll win this round for sure, as long as it doesn't start crumbling underneath me.
Even if there's no reward, the view from the top will be epic. The key is to feel victorious over the elements and savor the moment.
Try not to collapse this thing with all your might. The icy winds are already wreaking havoc. I'm betting it'll swing at the worst possible moment.
I'm betting it won't accidentally start burning at all. Imagine a wooden structure on a mountain with lava next to it.
Yes, I did it. At the very top of an icy mountain with not a drop of lava under my feet. Victory is mine. Wow, this is serious. A little castle with a real dragon skull? Is the lava going to get us here too? Looks like we're going to have to be as agile as possible and find a safe place higher up.
The dragon skull. I wonder if it's just decor or if ancient fire-breathing creatures actually lived here. They definitely feel right at home in a lava round, though.
Maybe this skull will give us some powers, like a dragon jump or immunity to lava? It would be great if the castle turned out to be magical.
I don't know, guys, but I feel like there's something weird going on here. I'm betting that skull is a signal for a new trap. Better be on the lookout.
If the floor starts melting, you're out of luck.
Wow, purple platforms flying straight up in the air, and everyone is moving chaotically. Going through this parkour will be a real challenge. You have to stay focused and not look down.
I agree. It's scary to take a step. If you miss even a centimeter, free fall straight into the lava. I hope my paws hold up.
Maybe it's all an illusion and the lava isn't real.
Wow, I love a challenge, but this is something special. I feel like I'm on some magical purple ride.
Oh no, how did I fall? Okay, I see the rocket. Now it's up to us to climb on it. The stars and planets around it all look incredible. The main thing is not to fall into outer space. That wouldn't be very nice.
There's so many planets around. I can feel the cosmic wind in my face. So, who's first on the rocket? Or should I get in line?
Whoa, did you really fall? Did you see that? But nothing. Maybe we still have a chance at salvation. We have to act now.
Okay, I'm clearly out of luck. A desert with inverted pyramids? Seriously? That looks like a trap. Gotta be careful not to get caught in some kind of sandy landslide.
Wow, inverted pyramids are new. I guess we didn't expect to see such scenery. But let's see what's inside those pyramids. Maybe there are secrets in there?
It looks like something ancient and mysterious to me. Maybe we should try and explore? But be careful. It might be too hot and dangerous in here.
Oh, I'm not sure it's worth going inside these pyramids. It looks like there are sand traps lurking around. Someone was definitely trying to trick us.
This desert can be pretty dangerous, but I love the way it looks. It's too hot to be comfortable, but I know how to deal with it.
I'm almost there, just a little bit left. These inverted pyramids are like they're tailor-made for me, but I feel like there's something wrong here. Have I finally won? Better not relax though. This could be another trap.
Wow, good thing you didn't jump inside the pyramid.
Lava is the kind of thing you don't mess around with. If you want to survive, the main thing is not to panic and always watch your step. I've noticed that it's best to stay on the platform and not move away from it, otherwise it'll be over quickly.
Aha, yeah. Well, the main thing is not to fall, or you fall into it and that's it. It's not cool. But to be honest, I like jumping on rocks. It's like playing a platformer. Except that if you speed up, you can jump too far and fall right into the lava. You have to be careful.
I've noticed that if you just watch your step, you can avoid the lava even in the most dangerous places. But when you're in a hurry, you lose your coordination. It's better to take it step by step. Take your time. You can't ignore the lava.
What were we talking about, lava? Lava is not a big threat if you just stay in the high places. If you don't want to get steamed up, look for shelters. And of course, you shouldn't jump if you're not sure of your next move.
Yeah, let's not forget that you can't beat lava, you can only avoid it. So you just have to be careful and not think you can beat it. But if it's in your way, just run and don't stop.
Ugh, it's so high up here. Hopefully this beacon will help me find a safe place. Though if the lava suddenly throws me here, I'll be in trouble. But at least I'll be able to see everything from up here.
Oh yes, from the top of the lighthouse, it's a clear view. But if the lava starts to rise, I don't know how we'll get down from here. We'll have to jump on the fly.
I prefer the lower ground. At least it's less scary if something goes wrong. But heights like this, it's like a nightmare when you think you're about to fall.
If you focus on the fact that it's going to end badly, it will attract trouble.
What is this weird thing? A house of cards that also spins? I don't know where to run. It seems safe, but as soon as I start moving, it starts spinning and I lose my bearings.
Wow, this is definitely not a normal location. How can we even get out of here if everything's spinning? We certainly can't just jump around the maps when they're all so wobbly.
The location's too weird. No wonder you fell.
Oh, well, here's the last location. These colorful bricks. If I jump correctly, I'll end up right in the lava. I have to be as careful as possible.
It's like a giant version of jumping platforms. If every step is precise, you can make it to the top. But I feel like if something goes wrong, it won't be very pleasant.
I'm looking at those bricks with disbelief too. Yarnaby, remember that they can all be unstable. If you don't jump at the right moment, you'll slide down, so you'd better be careful.
Multicolored bricks? That can be fun if you don't take into account the lava under your feet.
Ugh, finally! I'm on top. It was tough, but I made it through. The lava is behind me, and I proved to myself that I can overcome all obstacles. Wow, it looks like a regular pizza place. But why is it so creepy?
Maybe because the owner of this pizzeria makes special pizza?
I hope it's just a legend. although that smell is weird.
If pineapple pizza is already a crime, what does this place serve?
This all sounds like a horrible dream. Meow.
Okay, enough of the chatter. Yarnaby, your job is to find a way out and not become a pizza topping.
This way, it seems to only get worse.
This way, it seems to only get worse. Well, of course, elevators always lead either to the basement or straight into trouble.
I hope it's just the scenery, although I doubt it.
Trials? Sounds like a survival show. Where's my popcorn and host commentary?
What if we just take the elevator back? Meow.
Good luck, Yarnaby. Just don't misstep. There's obviously no one here to clean up the aftermath.
Ah, the lights are out. I can't see anything.
Do you hear that heavy breathing? It's definitely not the fan.
Run, Yarnaby, or you'll become a cheese filling.
Phew, I think I ripped it off.
Great, but remember the sewer is not a safe place yet.
Oh, great. Now it stinks too. The farther away, the better, right?
Are you sure this is a sewer? Maybe it's just a basement with a surprise?
It sure doesn't smell like pizza in here, but at least there's a chance you won't get eaten.
Just because it stinks doesn't mean there isn't something delicious waiting for us.
Yeah, I get out and there's a bathroom? Well, at least it's not a pizza place.
This place is kind of a mess. Attention, spider webs. Are you sure it's safe?
See the cobwebs? It seems Poppy's Pizza not only cooks but decorates as well.
I wouldn't go near it. Maybe it's a trap or some other of Papa Pizza's pets.
Spiders, spiders, spiders. There's always someone unhappy and pulling webs everywhere.
Okay, looks like I just found a trap.
Move fast, or the spikes will become your best friends.
A trap with slabs? Typical behavior for a pizza maniac?
Better avoid them. We don't know what kind of spikes he has for dinner.
You know, if we were playing chess, I'd suggest you sit in the corner and think.
I think if you run fast, the thorns won't catch you. But that's not for sure.
Okay, I can do this. Ah, again, why is this slab always under my feet?
Are you practicing on these slabs, or is that your style?
Hey, hurry up! Every second and the walls start moving.
I hope you're not going to do this forever. Or are you just waiting for help from the spikes?
Fine, it's like a mindfulness quest now. I hope you're better at parkour than you are at slabs.
You should probably just stand on one of the slabs and sit. It's like a sitting obby.
That's it, I'm not giving up. I'm going to get past this trap.
That's the spirit. Now just act decisively, don't turn around.
Finally, determination. I can almost feel you conquering that tile phobia.
I believe in you, Yarnaby. Just let's not make any stupid mistakes, please.
Ugh, finally. I passed that trap. I didn't hit anything. Now we can move on.
Well done, Yarnaby, well done. But don't relax. There might be something just as scary ahead.
There you go. You finally figured out how to work the stoves. But remember, Papa Pizza isn't going to let you pass this easily.
I'm happy for you, of course, but we all know your troubles don't end here. Come on, hold on tight.
Seriously, you flew through this like lightning. The next stage is going to be even harder. Come on, don't fail.
Wow, this abyss is gigantic. You can't even see the bottom. How am I even going to get over it?
You're a master of jumping, of course. But you'll be careful, right? This chasm is no place for mistakes.
Okay, I'm climbing back up. And it doesn't look like a rescue at all. I think I've hit the pizza place again.
Quick, Yarnaby. Take action. If Papa Pizza shows up again, don't let him grab you. You must be ready for anything.
The pizzeria is open again. And from the looks of it, Papa Pizza is not going to let you go. As usual, he'll be waiting around the corner like a real maniac.
Wow, there are so many lasers. I need to jump with such precision so I don't hit them. It's going to be tricky.
Be careful. Every move counts. If you miss even a little bit, we don't see a good ending.
Ooh, it's cold. What kind of freezer is this? And those skeletons, we need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Is this a new way to cool pizza? Or did you just get yourself into a pile of frozen trouble?
This looks like a scene from some horror movie. Find an elevator, quick!
What's with the skeletons in the freezer? Is this some kind of creepy pizza theme? Please pick an elevator, not another trap.
Meow, once you get to the elevator, I won't have to freeze here in such creepy company.
I hope you don't freeze here. You still have to go through all those creepy surprises to get out.
Whew, I'm finally in the elevator. I think I've chosen the right path, but where will it take me?
Calm down. You're on the right path. The main thing is, don't waste time. The elevator may not be as safe as you think.
I seem to be in the middle of dangerous traps. I need to be as careful as possible or I won't get through.
If you miss even a little, you won't get a second chance. So pull yourself together and be ready for any turn of events.
Do you seriously think these traps are just going to let you through? You'll have to rely on luck, but you'd better rely on your agility.
These traps look intimidating, and I think they're designed to catch you at the very last moment when you're already relaxed.
If you pull it off, I applaud you. But be prepared. These traps aren't as easy as they look at first glance.
Meow, these traps may be even worse than I thought. I hope you know exactly how to stay out of this scary game.
Going down. And I can feel it getting hotter and hotter. What is this? A lava trap. We need to get out of here as fast as we can.
Lava's not a place to linger in. Find a way out and be careful. It can fry you in a second.
The lava flow under your feet is not what I had in mind, but you have to find a way to get out before it gets too high.
Anything hot is worth bypassing, so hurry up before the real challenge begins. Lava is not to be trifled with.
I don't think lava baths are going to do you any favors. We need to find an escape route before it's too late.
A little parkour, you say? The lava is right under my feet, so you can't go wrong. But if the wind is really close, I might be getting out of here soon.
Wind? So the exit is somewhere close, but it's best not to take any chances. You can't see the lava, but that doesn't mean it's not following you.
I can't believe the exit is right here. It seems so simple, but I still can't believe I actually went through with it.
Wait, this is too easy. I feel like there's another challenge waiting for us somewhere. It can't be that easy.
I don't know what you think, but it looks like cheating to me. Such an easy way out is rarely safe. Still be prepared for a surprise.
So, are you really going to believe that this is it? I think there's definitely going to be a catch. It sounds like you need to be on your guard.
I realize it's a way out, but I still don't believe it's going to be that easy. There's got to be something interesting in here somewhere.
I can't stay in this pizzeria any longer. It's time to run to the forest and as far away from all this horror as possible.
The forest is certainly better than the pizzeria, but don't you think it could be dangerous too? Baba, forests aren't always as safe as they seem.
Okay, I thought I was saved, but Papa Pizza is after me again. He's like a shadow, appearing out of the darkness and chasing me.
Oh crap, he won't let go of you. You have to run faster or he'll catch you.
I'd even say he's kind of tireless. But if you don't stop, you have a chance. Just as long as you have the strength.
You've run away from him before, so you have a chance. But don't relax. Papa Pizza doesn't seem to tire.
There you go. Who would have thought this chase would continue? But if you can outrun him, go ahead. Don't give him a chance.
Meow, Papa Pizza never seems to get tired. But if you run that fast, you might be able to outwit him.
I don't know where I'm running to, but I'm not going back. In this dark forest, you can't see the road or the path, but you just have to run.
Are you crazy? Running blindly into the dark forest is not the best plan. But if you want to survive, just keep running.
Running in the dark is a nightmare. But if you want to survive, it's best not to think about what's lurking in the woods.
I did it! I escaped, but I can't believe it's all behind me now. It was too close.
You made it. I thought it was going to be the end, but you proved that you are capable of more. It's amazing how you pulled it off.
Wow, what is this place? A kindergarten with giant toys and a locked grate. It seems like someone really doesn't want me to get out of here, but I'm not giving up that easily.
Wow! A grade in a daycare center? This is no ordinary place.
Yay, I got the door open. Gotta run before that grate slams back shut. I feel like everything in here is against me.
That's the spirit. Meow, Yarnaby, you're a master of escapes. All I have to do is not fall into some other trap.
You're like lightning, but be careful. These places love unpleasant surprises.
Ah, what freedom sounds like. Really, Yarnaby, be prepared. There may be more challenges ahead.
Oh, just don't get too relaxed ahead of time. I'm sure this isn't the end of the adventure.
Uh-oh, Yarnaby! Run faster in case this passage is about to close again.
Okay, I get the parkour thing, but this giant baby? Is he actually following me? It's kind of creepy, honestly.
Just don't think about it. Concentrate on jumping. If you get distracted, you'll fall off.
Ha! Maybe he's just rooting for you. Although, to be honest, he doesn't look very friendly.
Meow. I hope this little guy doesn't decide to start playing with you like a rattle. That would be unpleasant.
Jump rhythmically and without fuss. Sounds like you've gotten the hang of these traps.
Uh-oh, what if he wants to chase you? Babies can crawl faster than they look.
Wow, that's quite a toy park. I think someone has set up a real monster baby ride here. These cubes are so slippery and the swings are gigantic. You gotta be careful not to fall off.
Look at all these toys. It looks like a kindergarten, but I feel like I'm in an amusement park. Yarnaby, you have great dexterity. Come on, but don't relax.
Toys? I immediately think back to when the piano was my favorite toy. Though to be honest, these things look more like obstacles on a survival show. Yarnaby, the music of victory is already playing in your head for you, isn't it?
Meow. Toys don't inspire me at all, especially when they turn into traps. Yarnaby, be careful. There might be a catch here. Maybe one of the toys is moving.
Wow, It seems like every cube here wants to throw you down. The main thing is not to lose balance and don't forget that you are not just a player, but a master of parkour.
This is embarrassing. A giant toddler being held hostage by a loud stomping noise. Gotta get crafty. Come on, Yarnaby. Show everyone that you can be invisible like a real cat.
I'm running, but this is just crazy. How can this giant toddler even chase me so fast? He's huge, but he moves like he's been running marathons since birth. I need to find some kind of turn or shelter, or I'm definitely dead.
You just don't understand, Yarnaby. These babies are born hunters. They have faster reactions than any adult, and if they want to chase you down, they'll do it faster than you can say cuckoo.
Just imagine, Yarnaby, if that baby could play the piano. He wouldn't just chase after you, he'd also put on a musical stalking concert. But now is not the time for fantasizing. The main thing is to keep up the pace.
That's a tough one, buddy. If this were a video game, I'd definitely say, use the secret combo to speed up. But alas, in real life, you'll have to rely on your legs. Run, Yarnaby, run.
What a horror. How did I even get in here? This is just some kind of nightmare. I fell into the mouth of this giant baby, and now I need to get out. If I don't find a way out, I don't even want to think about it. I have to act fast before it swallows me whole.
Oh my god, Yarnaby, you're actually inside him. This isn't just parkour anymore, it's extreme. Now you definitely need to get out, and don't be like the toy that's sitting inside, but do something to save yourself.
This is not exactly where I want to be. Inside a baby. I mean, it's like a maze, only with more organic walls. You, Yarnaby, must find a way through, but all I can suggest is to smoothly exit this nightmare and use your agility.
Now that's not fun. It's like being in the most gluttonous game ever. If I were you, I'd focus and not waste time with panicked thoughts. You need to find a way out and do it fast while you have the chance.
Meow, so Yarnaby ended up inside? It's not exactly a place I'd like to be in, to be honest. You need to act fast and find a way out, because the longer you're in there, the less chance of getting out.
Oh, Yarnaby, that's a whole other level. I didn't realize you'd be in these circumstances, but that's okay. You'll get through it. The main thing is to keep your head up and look for a way out. It's definitely there.
Going up the spine isn't just difficult, it's also a little unpleasant. But there's no choice. I have to keep going if I want to get out of this situation alive.
Hey Yarnaby, look at this. Some kind of factory? Inside? How is that even possible? Maybe it's not what you and I thought, or maybe it's some kind of test. I think there's something obviously wrong.
A factory? In the body? That's kinda hard to even imagine. But if that's what it takes to get through, then go for it. I hope you know what to do. I'm not sure we can handle it if we slow down.
This looks strange and dangerous, Yarnaby, but there doesn't seem to be any other choice. You're not just going to give up, are you? Anyway, be careful. There's definitely something hidden here.
Meow, a plant inside a body. That's a new one. I hope you've figured out what to do here, Yarnaby. Too many questions, but I'm sure it can be handled if you keep your head up.
That's incredibly weird. But it sounds like you shouldn't stop, Yarnaby. Wow, Yarnaby! You got right on the track with super speed. It's like any racer's dream. But remember, to stay on your feet, you must not only run, but also jump over obstacles. Otherwise, even speed won't save you.
Now that's interesting. With speed like you, Yarnaby, you should have no trouble getting through this. The main thing is to make sure you don't run into anything too rough along the way. You're not going to fall into some kind of trap, are you?
Wow, Yarnaby, that's a lot of speed. But this isn't just a race, it's a real test of your reflexes. Jump in time, don't lose your balance, and go for it. Don't miss your chance.
Meow, wow, Rocket Girl. You're just like you're in a real action movie. I hope you've prepared for battle, because the babies clearly won't let you go quietly. The main thing is to keep your distance while you have the chance.
Ha, that's a twist. Yarnaby, you've got a rocket launcher, and now you need to show everyone who's boss. Kill these babies on the fly. Don't give them a chance or they'll catch you for sure.
Wow, now it's a real war. These babies won't stop, and you'll have to show off all your fighting skills. Rocket launcher is your chance. Don't miss it, otherwise they might catch you from the unexpected side.
Wow, Yarnaby. I hope you're not afraid of combat, because babies don't look so cute when they run after you. Use that rocket launcher to its fullest.
I knew you were in for something cool, but this is totally over the top. Those babies didn't seem afraid of the rocket launcher at all. Get as far away from here as you can.
Well, finally. I think I've made it out, but not without difficulty. Defeating babies with a rocket launcher was something, but freedom is close at hand. And although I've been through many trials, I feel that there are more adventures ahead of me.
I can't believe you did it, Yarnaby. Defeating babies with a rocket launcher like that is awesome. But I agree with you. It's too early to relax. There could still be some serious challenges ahead.
You're definitely not one to give up. I'm impressed. But to be honest, I wish the next adventure had a little less unexpected twists and turns. Either way, you handled it like a true hero.
Huh. You're a real hero, Yarnaby. Babies with a rocket launcher? That was epic. Now it's up to you to just get out of that situation, and knowing you, you'll definitely pull it off.
Unbelievable, Yarnaby. You handled it so easily. Now that you're close to freedom, all I have to do is admire your actions. Take care, though I'm sure you'll continue to rise to any challenges. Definitely pull it off.
Meow, Yarnaby, you've definitely proven that you can survive the craziest of situations. I'd say you really are prepared for any eventuality that may come your way.
Hey, wait, are you seriously gonna keep me in here?
Meow, you're lucky I didn't get into your cell sooner. Now you're my prisoner.
Oh, this doesn't look like a good outcome. I guess it's time to look for an escape plan.
CatNap clearly isn't the type to leave his friends alone. This is going to be fun.
So do we have any chance of escape, or is this gonna be another ambush?
Come on, Yarnaby. You're gonna make it through this. As always, we have faith in you.
Wow, what's going on here? I guess I didn't take the safest way out.
Oh, well, you picked an interesting way out. But be careful. The spikes at the bottom are no joke. If you fall now, it'll be just like in the movies. Sharp and painful. But I believe you can do it.
Oh, parkour is always exciting, especially when the stakes are so high. Will you make it to the end?
Oh no, you again, that's it. Let's run away quickly.
Whoa, CatNap's on your tail. Don't let him catch you. Ha! If you can't escape, we'll look for a new escape plan. You sure aren't giving up, are you?
Just don't stop. He's with you on every lane, Yarnaby, but you can't let him win.
Faster, faster. All these corridors are just empty space for your speed. Don't let him catch up to you.
Meow, you think you can run away so easily? I'll catch you even if you burn all your sneakers.
Phew, finally dug it out. I wonder where that secret passage leads to.
Well, to be honest, it looks like a trap. Why would anyone make a secret tunnel here anyway?
Yeah, there's obviously something up here. If it were simple, no one would hide the passage so deep.
Watch out, Yarnaby. See those weird slabs on the floor? Definitely traps.
Sounds like a test for the real heroes. If someone passes, then they've earned their freedom.
Why don't we just go back? Oh, I forgot, you've already dug it all out. Well, good luck, brave man.
Well, CatNap, you don't even have to try. You'll never catch me anyway. I'm too fast and agile, so just accept defeat.
Meow, Yarnaby, you're so confident. But you know what? I'm patient. Cats have a knack for waiting for the perfect moment when the prey will stumble or slow down on its own. And that's when I'm sure to catch you, whether you want me to or not.
Wow, what a passion! Yarnaby is fast, of course, but CatNap is a master of stealth, so I hope you have a plan B if your legs suddenly get tired from running.
Look, maybe CatNap's just tired of being caught, but no, that look in his eyes clearly says he's serious, so be careful, Yarnaby.
Oh, stop arguing about who's gonna catch who. Yarnaby, you better watch your step, not your mouth. CatNap may talk, but he's already got his paws ready.
Everyone's so tense. Yarnaby, just run cheerfully and don't forget that the main thing is to enjoy the adventure, not who won.
So that's it. And I thought I was almost out, but it turns out I've been running underground all this time. I wonder how deep I am now. Probably somewhere under the pizzeria itself, or even further.
Underground? Wow, that sounds cool and creepy at the same time. But you know, Yarnaby, if anyone's going to find a way out of this underground trap, it's definitely you.
This place is not for the faint of heart, but come to think of it, tunnels often lead to the surface, so maybe you're on the right path.
Meow, I'd say it's very cozy underground. You want to stay here with me? We can live peacefully and catch mice.
Wow, these platforms are gigantic. I feel like if I make a centimeter mistake, I'll fall into the abyss. But it's okay, I just have to keep my balance and believe in my own strength. Jump. Another jump. Phew. It's going well so far, but it's too early to relax.
Yeah, Yarnaby, it's like being in an extreme show, except instead of an audience, there's silence and emptiness underfoot. I can imagine how your heart is pounding right now, but you're doing great. You're jumping so skillfully that it's breathtaking.
Something tells me CatNap didn't just leave me alone. That furry little guy must be up to something. Maybe there'll be a giant claw with traps or a giant laser to jump over. I mean, he likes to complicate things just so I don't escape.
Oh, Yarnaby, you're right. CatNap is a master of surprises. Maybe he'll set up some kind of giant maze with locked exits. Or, God forbid, start dropping teddy mines? This seal is clearly not the type to play fair.
Surprises? Well, if I were CatNap, I'd put you through a series of musical challenges, like only jump to certain notes, and if you make a mistake, bang, and it starts all over again. But you know you can pass any challenge if you listen to the rhythm and stay calm.
Meow! Surprises? What are you guys talking about? I'm just a caring cat who wants to make your adventures a little more interesting. What's wrong with a couple surprise traps? It adds excitement, doesn't it?
Yeah, that cat's a trickster. You have to be prepared for anything, Yarnaby. Even if it's a huge hall with soft cushions, I wouldn't relax. There could be something insidious lurking behind every one of them.
But, you know, surprises aren't always bad. Maybe CatNap decided to give you a gift, like an easy way to freedom, although it sounds like a fantasy. Still, stay confident and believe that any turn of events can be turned to your advantage.
Ha, I can't believe it, but these traps are easier than I thought. Jumping here, dodging there, it's just a warm-up for me. Looks like CatNap's gonna have to come up with something harder if he wants to stop me.
Wow, you really just flew over all the traps like it was a playground. I didn't even have time to be scared for you. Tell me honestly, did you practice at night? Or is that just a natural talent?
Yarnaby, you never cease to amaze me. It seems to me that if they gave medals for agility here, you'd have a whole collection. Just be careful, in case this was just the first level of the challenge.
Wow, a white catnap? Well, let's see what you can do. This looks like it's going to be fun, but I'm not afraid. You want to deal with me? All right, I'm ready.
Interesting twist. White catnap seems to be just as good as a regular catnap. But Yarnaby, I'm sure you won't be afraid. You're a master of combat situations. That white fuzzball might look regardless of color, but you'll definitely be able to handle it.
Meow! Well, I certainly didn't expect the white catnap to go after you right away, but maybe he just wants to test how agile you are. Anyway, I like the way you're holding yourself steady.
Victory. White catnap wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. That's it. I'm one step closer to the exit. Now I need to keep up the pace and keep up the speed. This final is gonna be mine.
Wow, before I can even blink, you've already dealt with him. You're like a whirlwind. They won't stop me now. Hurry up, Yarnaby, it's so close. You're almost at the finish line.
You did it! I knew you were the man for the job. You've passed another catnap, and now freedom is just around the corner. Don't let this moment go. There's another adventure ahead of you.
Meow! You defeated my white brother. That was not expected. Well, looks like I'll have to come up with something more interesting for next time. You're not just a runner-up, Yarnaby. You're a true champion.
You did it. Admittedly, I still can't believe how you got through that catnap so fast. But come on. The important thing is that you're on your way out. You'll be on the outside soon. Hang in there.
Don't stop, Yarnaby. You're almost there. All that's left is just a few steps. You're incredibly good. You fought them like a true hero.
Everything I've been through has led me to this moment. No mistakes, Yarnaby. Just go for it.
Wow, it looks like everything depends on these platforms. But you've been through so much already, Yarnaby. I think you can handle it. Just put them up, and freedom will be in your hands.
You didn't leave me alone after all, and now you've decided to fight in a giant robot? Well, it's going to be an interesting challenge. I'm ready. You think this iron thing's gonna stop me?
Well, did you think you were gonna get away with it? I was in the shadows while you ran out there, and now you're right in my clutches. This robot is your last chance to find out who you're dealing with. You're not getting away.
You're as confident as ever, but you forget I'm not one to give up either. You can sit in that iron monster, but that won't make you stronger. I won.